Welcome to the Reality TV Takeover with Lynn Serrano and the superfan Linda. Welcome, everybody. Yay! Hi, Linda.
Hi, Lynn. What's up? How you
Not
doing?
much. We got the highlight.
That's
You,
me.
I was going to say you, F you.
I know. I don't know why it does that.
Oh, on your phone, because you haven't clicked the link from your
Oh,
phone to say,
oh,
to be seen.
that's
Like we
okay.
tell everybody else, click the link next time and be
Yeah,
acknowledged on your own phone.
yeah.
There you go. You
Crazy.
see, we just taught the audience something, right? That
Yep.
you should have known. How about
Yeah.
that? You bend your head down and we saw your green light. You
What
must have
green?
ate green red M&Ms. Bend your head down a little bit. Look at that.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so
You see, this
funny.
is a reality live show here. How about that? That's okay. Oh my
What's up,
gosh. Hey,
Jody?
Jody. Nice for you to be here. Well, here's another week, and we've got some shows and things to talk about. Sorry, I'm late. Sorry, you're late. You're
We
just here.
just started.
Oh, and I know who that is, Mr.
That's
Casual,
James.
James.
What's up, Kathy?
Oh, hey
Judy.
everybody. We are super excited you're here. And so, Linda, just deal with the FUs. You started being an FU yourself. So,
That's Kathy.
oh, there you go. You got your phone right there. You
Yeah,
got your phone.
I can tell who's commenting now.
It's all good. So, we got a lot to talk about, but what are we going to talk about first? Let's start with how about Survivor? How
Yeah,
about start with this face?
Oh, Emily. Bye-bye, Emily.
I don't know. Well, let me ask you this right away, because you're always on the other side of the fence of me, and I still love you no matter what. But so, what was your attitude about Emily being gone?
Me? I didn't care one way or the other.
Okay,
I wasn't a big fan of
I
hers.
know, I
The way
know.
she started the season out, and then
You
she's like,
see, you're
"Oh,
quick. You were quick to
records
judge
don't
her.
change their spots."
Oh, I don't believe that. I believe people can change, and I believe we saw her authenticity come out. I believe she grew through it.
Yeah.
I believe that when people realize their realities changed, and I think she grew on that show. I mean, I really like I was shocked how she came on that show, but I mean, I saw her be vulnerable. I saw her be kind. I saw her be, like when she said she's a logistics girl and she couldn't do math. I mean, like we saw her be vulnerable and things. So I thought that, um
Yeah, she was alright. I mean,
watched it and I'm gonna watch it tonight. Don't really care for Emily is gone. But she did some strategic moves there and whatnot. I think she screwed herself by letting
she
people
did.
know that she had something to do with
She did.
Bruce's demise. I think that's where she screwed up the first part of
Yeah,
where
she patted herself on the back and took all the credit. She shouldn't have done that.
yeah,
She
she
shouldn't have done that at all. I
and
mean, somebody else could have said, wow, that was a really good move. How did that become that move?
yeah,
And she could have said, oh, I had a hand in it too,
yeah.
instead of being like, oh yeah, that was all me. I mean,
Well, and then let's go to the whole deal with flushing out the idol of Julie, and let's just talk about who is all y'all favorite. I'm going to go to that question here in a little bit because I do want to answer that question
yeah, yeah.
or answer that question and ask you guys that question in reverse. Um, but I want to ask here, what do you think about the whole thing? Thank you. What do you think about the whole thing with Austin and Dee and how he went and told her what was going on with Julie, them wanting to vote out Julie, and then her going and turning and telling Julie right away.
Yeah.
What do you
I'm
think about all
surprised he didn't go to Julie because the four of them are in an alliance, the final four. I mean, he made a mistake, plain and simple, because even before he went and told Dee, he was worried about Dee knowing and not telling her. He was afraid that, oh no, Dee's gonna be mad. Dude, you're playing a game for $1 million. You're not trying to win. You're not on The Bachelor or Bachelor in Paradise.
Yeah.
Just deal with it, like whatever happens, happens,
And And we
That's my
started talking about this backstage, which we try not to really talk about the show till we start live because we like to banter back and forth. But I did say that, I think the thing is that I think Austin likes her more than she likes him, in
that's
the sense that
possible.
I think that she's playing the game. Her mind's in the game, and she was looking out for Mama J. She's like, hey, this is what's going down. And she thought though, but she underestimated the way Julie was going to act. See,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
wanted to control how Julie was going to act, and Julie wasn't going to have it.
yeah. But the thing is, why? What is the natural attraction to Mama J? What is?
Well, I
Hey,
think
Doug.
because she's older. They
I mean,
just,
is it because she's a mother? I mean, I don't get it.
yeah.
I don't get. I mean, I don't mind her. I'm not.
Well,
I'm not.
put it this way: she has been close to winning challenges, and that's
Oh
impressive.
yeah,
That's
yeah. That's
very
very
impressive when
impressive.
these younger ones haven't even gotten
No,
that
yeah,
close. So I think some part is respect, but with that respect, they need to wake up and realize she's a competitor.
yeah.
She's
And
the
you're
beast.
playing a game.
No
You're not
shit.
there to make friends. You're not. You're not. You're not Jersey Shore here. You know what I mean?
I know.
You
I
people
think
are
some.
on there to play him for $1 million. Do it.
I,
Just
I think
I
people are
don't get
getting.
it.
I think
And the
people are.
other thing is, we talked about. Well, Kathy's question, like, Austin has always been my favorite. I mean, he kind of irritated me, and if Julie would have wrote his name down, he would have went home, and I would have been upset, but I would have been like, that was a smart move.
Right.
So Austin is my favorite. Austin, D, and Jake are my three favorites. I don't like Napoleon Dynamite. I do not like Drew at all. Mama J, I don't have a problem with Mama J at all, but
Well, I
she
don't.
is a threat.
Yeah,
Doug,
she
you're
is.
absolutely right.
And I should read that because this is going to end up being a podcast, and podcasters or live or podcast, they can't read it. We have a FU user that says she's a threat because everyone likes her and they'll vote for her if she makes it to
Yeah,
the end.
a-
Yes.
absolutely. I agree, Doug. I absolutely agree with that because she is very well liked. You know what I
Well,
mean? And if somebody is that well liked, you need to get rid of them.
yeah. Well, right, and that's the thing, and that's why the winners at the end, that they pick the ones that are left, that did strategically luck out of not getting voted out, that are still in the game, that had the best gameplay
Yeah.
from the ones that are still left. She would be
Yeah,
worthy of winning, correct?
that's true.
And Emily, to the point of her demise, was almost worthy of winning to that point, and she, you know, and Bruce was doing good till he wasn't doing good either.
Yeah. But and that's the thing. Katura worked day and night for all the whole time she
Yeah.
was on there. He was on there
Oh, let's
to
talk
get
about
him
her.
out, and she did not. It wasn't strategic. It wasn't
No,
gameplay. It was personal. Now,
no,
her story that she opened up with really, got a lot of people like, wow, she actually went through that. You feel
so
bad for her, but her story doesn't make me change my mind about her.
no, but you see, that story gives me a little bit of insight that I
Oh
think.
yeah, for sure.
No, but what I'm saying is now, knowing that now and not before, it explains the fact that I think she was riding the coattails of having the mission of putting her frustrations and anger and everything, the mission be Bruce, because she didn't want to think of anything else until
Yeah.
that point. She was just singularly focused on that so that she could get through the game to that point. Now she's having to pivot to another focus point because of her traumas and because of the things she's done. And I only know that because I've had to do that as a mechanism for my own personal being,
Yeah,
for
but you
different
don't
things. So what I'm saying is that story coming out late kind of makes sense of how she kind of works things, like she didn't go to school and blah, blah, blah. And she put herself school later and blah, blah, blah. So she's trying to get to a certain point till till she figures she can swim. Well, good example. Look at when she was fearful of going in the water, right? And
that was
no,
ridiculous.
no. So she just was fear at the moment. But at the end there, when there was no competition involved in everything, she calmed herself and then she was able to swim. Again, it's moment by moment and
Yeah,
moment by
yeah.
moment. But again, that's the human behavior. That's things we go through. You can't, that's just
Yeah.
it's somebody that's been traumatized that hasn't physically or mentally gone through what they need to go through things. And let's switch gears here real quick. We saw a video of Frankie that's coming back to the reindeer games, and we'll talk about that later. I mean, he just he just shared about his addiction with alcohol and stuff, and going in the house the first time. So again,
Yeah.
it just talks about people go through shit and they get involved in these reality games and don't deal with their personal shit before they get involved
Yeah,
with these reality things.
they should not be on a reality TV show.
That's your opinion. That's your
No,
thing.
no, but that's the smart thing to do.
That's a smart thing to do, but even the producers and the casting people are supposed to be looking for that stuff beforehand. But
Why
guess
don't
what?
they find it?
But guess what? Slippery slope. They get in anyhow. I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
saying,
kind of
it's made for TV. I mean, we're not sitting here, gameplay or no gameplay. We're not here to scrutinize any of that. We're not Howard Cosell for that. But all I'm saying, it is what it is, and we're dealing with gameplay talk for whatever it is. But all the shit always comes out in the wash, right?
yeah.
And then
Everybody's got a story. That's the thing.
right,
Everybody has a story,
and
but
it has a part to play with in it sometimes.
right, but you don't go after one person because oh well, he said this and he did, and look at the way he acts. I'm sorry, but if you don't like him, just say it. I don't like him. Nothing strategic about it. There was no gameplay involved. I mean, yeah, her story was wow, like dang. Maybe that's the reason why. I don't know. Why doesn't she like Bruce? Because he was more of a father figure or whatever.
Well,
But
that might be next episode. We might get the rest of the
yeah,
tea in the
I guess
next
we'll get the
episode.
rest of the
Okay.
story.
I guess we got to wait on that, Linda. What can I tell you?
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but at any rate, though, I mean, the way the show went this past week, and who would have thought Drew would ever? I was shocked as heck that he got immunity. Even the people that were sitting in the
Oh,
wings
I
when he
know.
walked in were like, "Do you see what? Do you see what
Yeah.
I see?" I mean, they were surprised. We were all surprised. Even Emily was probably doing one of these. Really?
Yeah.
He got that and I couldn't have got that.
I know. Austin
Anything's
was this
possible.
close, though.
Everything
Austin
and
was
anything's
so
possible.
close,
This has really been a very interesting Survivor because, like we have
It
seen,
is. Oh,
we
I agree.
we've seen more of the expected and the unexpected on this than we have in the Big Brother. Oh, wait, on the
Who's that
amazing.
on?
I didn't
Oh,
care.
yeah. Well,
Oh,
we're gonna
we'll
get
talk about
to
that
the Amazing Race.
in a minute. Yep.
Just hold on, Dougie. Hold
Yep.
on.
So, is there any more you want to say about Big Brother as
Big
far as
Brother. Oh, you mean
a big
Survivor?
Survivor? Yeah. Oh man.
No, nothing really. I mean, it was a good episode. I could
Yeah.
care less that Emily's not there anymore. It doesn't bother me one way or the other. I really would have rather had Drew go out. I know people are like, get Jake out. Jake is the easy target. Why would you even do that?
He doesn't have much. He may be a trial attorney or he might be an attorney, but
like a
I don't
public
know
defender.
I don't know what he has to say in his defense when it comes to trying to win
Yeah.
$1 million.
What was the apple cart? That apple cart thing. I'm like, what?
Did he
I
mean to
don't think
say
I
a
made
la
that up.
carte?
Yeah, I didn't make that up, did I? Or something. Hey, Debbie, I was
Hi, Debbie.
cracking up.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
how is Sadie?
laughing
Let's take a
so
break real
hard.
quick for Sadie. How is
Oh,
Sadie?
she's good, Doug. She's a little high off of her pain meds and
Life.
stuff. I posted a picture on my page on my personal Facebook. Like, I tell her to sit pretty, and she's like she's high.
Oh, that's so funny.
But yeah, I know. I'm such a bad mom.
That's all
you
right.
know.
That's all right. That
But
happens.
she's doing way, way better, you know.
That's awesome. I'm
Yeah,
glad she's
somebody's
doing
not
better.
getting any Christmas gifts this year because of her.
Yeah. Well, that's what
Not because of
happens.
her, but because
Yeah.
anyway, she's doing good. Thank you for
Uh,
how's the street walking going? Good, Doug. I worked a couple of days this week street walking. It was awesome. I
all
made
right.
money.
There you go. All right.
I love my job.
That's
My first,
good.
it's my second job actually. I
All
only
right.
do it a couple of days a week.
All right.
So
So let's go to the amazing race. Let's
yeah,
let's
Doug's comment. I love the brothers. I'm a huge fan of the brothers. Rob
yes,
and Corey are my first pick, and then the brothers are
you
my
know what?
second.
The brothers are very freaking impressive. They're intelligent,
Yes.
they're smart, they're I mean, they are just freaking impressive. I will say they deserve it. The deaf guys. I mean, you know what? All three of them. I will be happy with all three of them.
Yeah, I like the
Whoever,
beard guys. I do like
you know.
I only call them the beards. I never know their
You
actual
want to
name.
read this for me, Linda?
Yeah, Antar, I didn't care for the brothers making the snide comment about how they won 4 legs and the others won 1. That's irrelevant. Yeah, no. I don't
Yeah.
think they were being nasty about it. They were just like, "Man, we've won 4 legs." But Robin Corey won a couple of legs too, I thought. Not just 1. The
You're talking
brother
about
the Beards won 1. Robin Corey, the deaf dad
yes, right.
and the son
They've
and
won
the
a
brothers.
couple. They've
Huh?
won a couple.
Yeah, they did. They won a couple.
Yeah. Yeah, they've
Um,
won a couple. And the guys, the brothers, haven't they won a couple? Are they the
they've
ones who
won like yeah, they've won I think 3 or 4.
yeah.
The
But
river
they're
dance
not
was hilarious.
oh my gosh. I mean, that
I was
was
literally standing up doing it with like learning how to do it with them.
really oh,
Yeah,
my knees are too bad. You ain't
well,
gonna see
mine are
me doing
too,
it.
but
No.
yeah, I love the river
That
dance.
was really fast paced and everything. So kudos to the dad there for
He did
finally getting
Rob
yeah.
or Corey did fantastic. He
Yeah.
went what like 3 or 4 times and he finally
Yeah.
got it, but he picked it up just like
But
that.
the one brother, he was like, "Hey, this is music wise. I can do this."
He did
And
it. He did it in a couple of shots, man. He was like bing bang boom and he was out the door, you
yeah,
know?
very, very impressive. I mean, like I
He's very
said, I mean,
smart.
his career. I mean, like music and knowing French, and he's just impressive. I mean, they are just impressive guys. They
Yeah,
really,
I was laughing with when the what's his name, the bearded dude. I don't know his name. I never know their names. I just go by the
I know.
beards.
I'm really bad about that
Not
too.
Smythe, the other guy, John.
I
I
don't know.
no, John's one of the brothers, but I was cracking up when he was learning.
You're
I was
pulling
just
for the bearded guys.
yeah,
The
they're funny.
brothers might be in trouble if they become too complacent. Winning the final leg is the only important one to
Oh
win.
yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
Ex-
it is. That is the most important one. And they're fighting like hell. You know, they're all fighting like
well, this last two shows, they've all been neck and neck,
yeah,
literally.
they've been very close. Very close. I
So
was worried that the beards were gonna go home. I honestly
as
was
opposed
worried.
to as opposed to the dad and daughter, that daughter,
Yeah,
she really
I
pushed the
thought
dad.
her thought her father was gonna have a freaking drop dead.
I know.
And she kept, "Come on, dad, come on, this is the race, come on." And I'm like, "Shut up.
Well, I think in
Leave him
her way,
alone.
yeah.
Let him go." You know what? Yeah, that's another thing. Then you shouldn't have went on the race with your father. If you're pushing him, I felt bad. He
Yeah.
couldn't even breathe.
Uh,
You don't
uh,
see anyone beating the brothers in a foot race. It's yeah, oh yeah.
yeah. I don't recall what the preview was for the last one. Oh, I think they're gonna have. I don't know what. I don't remember what the preview was. I think he got
I don't
tired of
remember.
the race went on. Yeah,
As the right, yeah, he
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
Judy, he did. He got
I'm
tired
I'm
towards
super excited about that race now. Okay, so this next week is the final of the The
Survivor.
Survivors. Well,
Oh no,
no,
Survivor is what, the 20th?
okay. So, but Amazing Race is this next week is the final, right?
The final leg. Yeah, I think
Finale,
so.
right? So then the following week would be, yeah,
A memory challenge at the end. Yeah, oh yeah, that one sucks. I could never win that.
of what? Of
The memory challenges. Like,
on what?
remember, like last they had to put all the flags of every country in like
Oh,
not alphabetical, but
oh, that's
sequential order.
right.
Like, and they had to remember what flag. I don't know what
Yeah.
friggin' flag Greenland is. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's
yeah,
like,
yeah. The
whoa,
trivia,
dude.
yeah. Yeah, that might, and but you know what? That's fair to everybody, whether you can run or not. I mean,
Yeah,
that's something
yeah,
that comes down to memory. It has nothing to do with physical, abilities. It's all, the mind and memory. So,
yeah.
you
It is.
know,
I mean, I think Robin Corey, like that, that
but
one
those,
challenge they were at the bar and they had to memorize that
yes,
whole holy crap.
yeah,
I was impressed. And the brothers kicked butt in that.
yes, they did.
The what?
Remember the
Remember
whole
the what's that?
holderness fa
Bob? What?
wing?
I don't know. What's that, Debbie? Um, that was tough.
Maybe I'll have to remember the challenge in order to come to some such thing. I don't know. But
But yeah, that was crazy
yeah,
that they had.
so it will, so I think they'll have what, a 2 hour or 3 hour thing
No,
this.
I don't know what, because they're on the same night. Which really sucks that it's on the same night as Survivor. I really hate that. And now with reindeer games starting, you
Oh,
know,
that's on Monday. Yeah, that's on Monday though. On my
yeah,
birthday.
I know it's your birthday, but
Yeah. So
it's already moved to friggin' 9 o'clock to 11. I wanted to do a live Monday night after the reindeer games, but it's on.
they
It
heard you
doesn't,
were gonna do a live.
huh?
They heard you were gonna do a live.
What do you
Uh,
mean? Oh yeah, no, I
it was
wanted to do it for the reindeer games,
it was
but
a joke.
oh, but at 11 o'clock at night,
Yeah.
people got to get up and go to work the next day, mostly.
Yeah. Now Survivor's usually 3 hours long.
Well, they'll be able to do Survivor 3 hours because the Amazing Race won't be on.
Yeah. Well, right.
Oh, Penn. Yeah, yeah, Kim, I like them. They're hilarious, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah,
so that makes sense as far, yeah, Survivor's the following week and they'll have the 3 hours that with Amazing Race gone. But like I said, so Amazing Race is only gonna be an hour and a half,
yeah, I
like it's
guess.
been.
Yeah, it's
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
that's
but they don't do
crazy.
what Survivor does, which I love the fact that Survivor is like seems to be the only show that after they give the award and who wins, I love that they have questions after. Like I love that. I love that
Yeah,
they
they used
speak
to do it
after.
differently. Like last year, it was different. It wasn't even live after the show ended. It was somebody said it was pre-recorded, and it was just they didn't
Yeah.
do it like they used to do it. They haven't
No,
done it like they
they
used
did
to.
it right. They did it literally right
Yes,
after the votes.
right.
Yeah.
The live
Yeah.
reunion show. Yeah, they don't.
Right.
Yeah, they
No,
don't do that like
they
they did.
literally do it right after the votes. They show the votes, but even after the votes, they talked about it. They still talked after they got more beer and more pizza and stuff, and they still talked about it
Yeah, I
after.
don't usually watch that anymore because I don't like the way they changed it. They changed it. I would rather see the live vote. I would rather see a
Yeah,
live reunion
yeah, I
show
love seeing them all cleaned up.
and then
What?
have the winner crowned because they did it before at the
Yeah.
reunion show.
Well, I think a little bit of COVID stuff changed, but I wonder how many times that they came over after COVID even. That's when it changes with the COVID situation. But I wonder how many times they had that when they came home, who leaked what, or how they found out who had the millionaire. Somebody would probably went home and says, "I'm going to start looking for a Hummer, or I'm going to start looking for a house," or people were probably looked at, because, their acting behaviors were different or something.
Yeah,
It's a
I mean,
lot
that's
cheaper
possible.
doing it that way, yeah. And Jeff flying in
Yeah.
with the votes and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, no,
So,
that was a lot more
it
interesting
was
and a lot
dramatic and
more
stuff,
fun.
yeah. It
Yeah,
was
it was
dramatic,
more dramatic, but,
dramatic,
you
yeah,
know, hey, they gotta do what they gotta do. I mean, to me,
yeah,
they could go back to doing everything the way they used to do pre-COVID, because COVID is
yeah,
over. We're not
well,
on lockdown, and stuff like
no,
that. Let's do it. Let's go back to
yeah,
the way it used to be.
yeah,
People
well,
really enjoyed that, you know what I
yeah,
mean? I thought it made it more interesting. And then we
yeah,
got to then Sia, her money would be awarded right on the live finale,
yeah, yeah.
but
Well, I think some of those people after they were done, they're like, "Yo, I got bills to pay. I got," because I think it was taking them, can't spell.
it's okay.
I think what was it? I think what was happening is some, um, yeah, the good whipping boy now. I think that it was like, what is it, 2 months that they would tape beforehand? People would come back like 2 months or something. So
I
some
think, yeah,
people
it was
so
a couple
some
months.
people were like, they didn't wanna wait 2 months to get paid, So I think that was the issue,
I
Maybe
mean,
they
I
could have
get
gotten
it. I get it. I
maybe they could have
understand
got the
that.
check. Maybe they didn't wanna wait to know if they won. Because the thing was is they didn't know for 2 months. Like, would you wanna take a test or would you wanna play
Well,
something
they
and
would
not know?
know because they would had already done the vote. They were just
Well,
waiting
no, the
for the
votes were
oh,
anonymous.
that's right for the live I'm
Yeah.
thinking of now, the live
Yeah,
finale.
that's what I'm saying,
Right.
before.
No,
So they
that
didn't
I get.
know. That
That
how
I
would you
understand.
uh,
I wouldn't wanna
playing?
wait,
No, right.
but
So
you gotta
so
wait on Big Brother too until the show is completely over before anybody gets any money, you
right,
know?
you're playing it live, and then when you're out of the house, they're getting the check right there.
Yeah, when
You're
the
not
show is
waiting 2
completely
months.
over.
Right,
Yeah,
but you're not
yeah.
waiting 2 months later. So what I'm saying is I bet you the players were like, "I don't wanna wait 2 months. I already was out of my house for that. I already gotta go get another job." Yeah, I'm just thinking that waiting to get paid was the issue, you know,
The
with
spring
doing it that way.
season of the spring season of Tar will be the season filmed prior to the current one. Yeah, they film them back to back, basically.
Yes, they
They
do.
do.
Yep. Yeah. And I think
They
that's the other thing too is sometimes they probably couldn't get all the people to come back after that because they had other plans. They had to go back to their jobs and stuff.
Oh, yeah, for
You
sure, but I
know?
don't think
So
Tar ever did a live reunion show.
no, I'm not talking about Tar. I'm still
Oh, you're
back
talking
on
about Survivor.
Survivor. I'm
Yeah,
still
but
talking
can you
about
imagine if
Survivor.
The Amazing Race did that?
Yeah, so that's what I mean is how can you expect them to go back after 2 months later they're acclimating and they gain all the weight
I
back or
know, and
whatever.
then they gotta go
It's
back.
just too hard. It was probably too hard to get everybody to get back there. And it did cost a
Yeah, I
lot of
get it.
money because so yeah, it's not as easy anymore.
No,
So
no, not at all, but
no,
yeah,
no.
with our inflation the
Yeah.
way it is, they can't I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
you can't people can't
Yeah.
afford I mean,
No.
granted, the show can't afford it because they have to pay for these people to fly
Yeah. Yeah.
to Fiji or wherever,
So it makes sense to do it all while you got the people right there, and then you
Yeah.
let them go.
No, I agree. I
Yeah,
agree with
yeah.
that. I totally
It's
it
not
was a lot
conducive.
more interesting with the live
It
reunion.
is, it was. We did get spoiled, but, moving right along, it just probably really made no sense if you were in that position.
Yeah,
Uh,
I didn't think about that though, what you
yeah,
said about
I was like
having to wait for the money.
yeah, and to know who won, If you were a
Yeah,
contestant, the
exactly.
runner-up, you'd be like,
The
"Shit,
winner's going, "Man, I need my money."
50-50, I know,
Yeah.
50-50." Yeah, and the thing with that, it's not even like Big Brother, right? Because like second person, you at least know you're leaving 50 bucks, 50,000, or
50,000.
you're leaving with something, right? If you were going home for 2 months, you at least banked on something, right? But
Yeah,
the second person runner up, they weren't banking on second prize. There was no second
yeah.
prize. You were just either getting, that's your 100%
I
winner or
wonder if
100%
they
not.
would change I mean, I wonder, I thought about that, like, a while back when I first went back to watching Survivor, like, season 30 something.
Uh-huh.
I kept thinking to myself, "You know what? We need a final 2. not a final 3, but I think the second place person, like, because people vote for you. So if the second place person gets, like, say 4 votes and the other person gets like 5,
Uh-huh.
I think second place should get a little bit of money,
Well,
you
that's what I
know?
was gonna say. I mean, if you even went home knowing you were the second player and you at least knew you were getting 20,000, 50,000, or something, you could at least know if you could buy, pay rent and say,
Yeah,
"Look, I came second up. I can at least pay the rent
I'll be
next
getting
week,
me some
the
50
check." But
grand.
but you
Yeah.
don't even know.
But
Anyway,
the
so
same thing with the Amazing Race too.
yeah, so they went away, and we only got the 3 family or 3 sets left. And
Yeah.
so I know we've been hearing a little bit about these people lately.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. That
So
was weird how they announced the winners, or not the winners, the people that
the order of so you guys notice the list here? Look at, we got winners and we got some AFP players.
yeah.
And
Yeah, I really wish they wouldn't have brought back winners,
oh,
honestly.
yeah, but if they didn't bring back winners too, though, they brought AFPs though.
Oh, so
So
Taylor would still be in it. Yuck.
yeah, so I'm just saying, if you're not going to bring back winners, you don't bring back AFPs neither.
Well, they were
Which would mean
talking about a
which would mean
legend.
we wouldn't bring our Cameron back. So
Yeah, but where they're talking about legends. Half of the people
well,
on that list are not a
you know
legend.
what?
Frankie's
We
not a legend.
you know
Taylor is nowhere near a
you
legend,
know
and
what?
Xavier's not a legend.
You know what? Cameron, we just made Cameron a legend.
Well, okay, so he's different.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We all,
He is working his way up to
Taylor and Xavier,
legendary
are
status.
not but that's what I'm saying. Everybody's got opinions, just like everybody's got an asshole, right? So everybody's got opinions on this list. Okay, let's just be happy that we got our AFP player on there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You
I'm
know,
happy Danielle is there. I'm happy Cody is
I'm
there.
I'm happy for this one here. Okay, I'm
And
not biased because I'm the host, but I'm just saying.
no, I'm very happy Cameron's on there. He was
Yeah,
always, I always said he's gonna go, they're gonna pick him. They're gonna pick him.
yeah.
But I'm glad there's some people on there that, like I said, I go kind of back, and people are all saying the same thing. Like, why are they bringing back winners? Well, where they're trying to say, they're bringing back legends, but half of the people on that list are not friggin' legends.
Well,
Yes,
I
it's already done, Doug. They
yes.
filmed.
Okay,
It's
yep.
all
So what I'm thinking here though is I'm thinking the reason why they pick AFPs because they were America's favorite and they got voted by America. And I believe the reason why they pick winners is because there's many people in the seasons, and sometimes some season people just remember the winners sometimes at the end of the thing. And I think, or I mean, or they remember the ones that have been on a few seasons, like, and then they think of the people that, like, Janelle never won, but we remember Janelle, so we remember things when we see things like this, right?
oh, that was insane about
Okay.
Rachel. I mean, Rachel definitely deserved to be on, I
Okay.
think.
So what I'm trying to say is like Janelle, I mean, like,
Janelle
I,
is not on. She wasn't asked.
but Janelle, did she win a
Or she
season?
might
Janelle didn't win a season, but we all, I mean,
have been.
I
Yeah,
like
you're right.
Janelle.
We
I like
remember.
Janelle. Why did we
Yeah,
like Janelle? Because of the way she played and because she'd been on several times.
Nicole. Yeah,
Okay.
Kathy. Yeah, Nicole is annoying. I agree.
So,
But you know what? Like I said before, I wish, like, Nicole and Taylor, I would have rather seen Casey and Rachel, or Casey and Janelle, or Janelle and Rachel. You know what I mean?
well,
I
well,
don't care. Well, we got some form of game. It's not Big Brother. People keep asking the same question over and over
well,
again.
you know what we
Uh,
forget though? Think about this, people. Depending on when CBS wanted to book this, and depending on people's schedules, sometimes life happens and people aren't
oh yeah,
available. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
kind of forget that too, we
No,
forget.
no, yeah, no, that's
And the
yeah,
show must
people
go on.
show must go on, you're right. But my point is, like, a lot, frig. Now I forgot what my point was before. Wait, was that yeah, Rachel. When Janelle posted that on her Twitter account, which by the way, I didn't pay to read her tweets. Somebody else paid to read her tweet. I'm not paying somebody to read their tweets. But even though I love Janelle, I'm not paying $3 a month um to read somebody's comments. But they ghosted her. Why? Why would they have done that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kathy, me too. We're all happy
Okay,
that
so
Kathy.
let's talk about Frankie's post. I really liked Frankie's post for several reasons. Frankie is right, and I'm in agreement with Frankie in the sense that, sometimes if you don't have nothing nice to say, you shouldn't say it. And the fact that Frankie, I think, what season was Frankie on? I got this cheat sheet for me. Don't answer me. I'll look
No,
it up
it's
right
yeah.
here. What
Frankie was on season 6. Yeah, season 16.
season 16? Is that what? Okay, season 16. Okay, gotcha. I
Cody,
think
you
we should.
said
I
16.
think it would help to look at season 16 and rewatch that, because you probably will see, and it makes sense of his behavior, because he just
Yeah,
was going through a
yeah,
lot of stuff.
yeah.
So,
No, exactly. I
but
agree.
did you notice when he talked, he wasn't the hyperactive kid that we used to know.
No,
You
he
could
wasn't on.
tell.
Yeah,
This is
he.
6 years how much he's grown. Did he say? Okay, so
Oh, you have to look in the. He did a video, Kathy,
but
telling
just
telling us about his addictions, that he was drinking and doing drugs, and he
but
didn't want to detox before, he didn't think he could handle detoxing in, you know what I mean?
well,
Because they
he
put
did
him in
2 weeks.
sequester.
For 2 weeks before he went in the house, he was detoxing.
He was
He,
trying to
he
detox,
was
but he
trying
couldn't
to
do
detox.
it. Yeah.
Yes, and then when he was in the house, he didn't drink. He didn't drink. But when he got out, because everybody else was doing things, he did go to addiction
Yeah, he started all
again. Yep,
over
he
again.
started all over
Yeah.
again.
He said
And
it was too hard to detox
yeah,
in
because he's
sequester, but
because he all of
his
a sudden went for
grandmother died. His sister
he
got
was
like
famous.
international status while he was in the house.
Yeah,
There was a few things that happened that when he got out, he was like,
he
he
didn't know
couldn't
how to
handle it.
handle things. Yeah,
He couldn't handle it.
yeah,
And, he just went back to drinking and doing drugs. And,
yeah.
he,
Well, and what I did like about his talk was you could just tell that he is about just loving life and appreciating who
yeah,
he
for
is.
sure.
And
Exactly.
if you're not a human being that cannot appreciate a person that's grown up and mature, whether you believe how Frankie is or not, I don't care. That's not the point of this conversation. It's just that Frankie couldn't handle social media hate. And
No, he couldn't.
now he loves himself. And that's what I loved is he stands on his own power and who he is.
Yeah.
And I respect that more than anything, because he says you just can't tear me down. I'm
Yeah,
still going to be
people,
me. And I
yeah.
love that. I
Yeah, some
love that
people can't
about him.
handle it. Some
Yeah,
people can't handle the status when they
right.
come out, they start like they become somebody else.
Yeah.
They're not
So
themselves.
yeah, so he just articulated so well, and the fact that he was yeah, too many triggers, absolutely. And so I just really love that he could really stand on his own power, and he could explain himself better without
Oh, I'm glad he did that.
yeah,
I'm very thankful
um
that he did let us know what
yeah.
he was going through. I never had a distaste for Frankie.
No,
He
but
was
it's
funny. He was a little cray cray in the house. He
but
got
that was
everybody
his way.
going.
That was his way of handling things.
Yeah, and then that's what he
Mhm.
basically said.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
but I never not liked him.
Yeah. Well,
I
and I think people misunderstand Josh too. And I know he's not one of your favorites.
no, he
No,
was a bully.
but um but again, I think a lot of people are misunderstood in life, and that's the bottom line, is that, you know, back in the day, I don't think I was the greatest person either. And some days I have my good days, and some days I don't have my good days. And I don't talk about my post traumatic stress disorder or depression either, because I don't live there. But some days I have good days, and some days I have bad days. I choose to stay. I choose to stay on the thinking happy, being happy, and that kind of thing. And so, I think we're entitled every day to have a new day and be the best we
Well,
can be.
yeah, of course. I
So,
mean,
so
I
I,
just think people are if you're diagnosed with something, PTSD, manic depressive, bipolar disorder, you're going on a reality show. I think you need to take yourself out of that predicament, or people that are interviewing, they need to do a better psychological evaluation of people. What's his name? Try to stab somebody, another person threw a chair. Stay
yeah,
off the damn show. Do not, because like you said, like triggers.
triggers.
Frankie opened up about it, and stuff. And, yeah, addiction sucks.
Yep,
It really does. Whether you are the addict or you love an addict,
yep.
it's hard for
We all
everybody.
have problems. That's
You
right.
know, we
But
all,
the
right.
thing,
Everybody's got some issues. I don't
right,
care
and
who's,
the thing is you could go through treatment and you could feel like you healed, but you never know what's going to happen. But
right.
it doesn't mean you stop living, and it doesn't mean you don't stop
No,
trying to be, try out for things and things like that. But again, I think if you go into a situation like that and you can't be vulnerable enough to say, hey, like Frankie wasn't in a place then to say, hey, I just stopped drinking 2 weeks ago, and I can't drink because I'm an alcoholic. If he was able to say that, then I guarantee everybody else would have helped him by saying, we understand that, we'll respect that, we'll leave that alone. It could have been different. So it just depends on where you are in your journey. He's saying,
yeah,
if he could have,
he was too new in it.
exactly, but that's what I'm saying. So if
Yeah.
he could have said, look, I'm a recovering alcoholic or sober, and I'm trying to live sober now, then there's no reason why he can't put himself in that situation and have other people respect him. So I'm just saying, it's just,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
so
I
it's
mean,
just
but
all
that's
different ways of
tough
looking at it.
because
That's
those seasons, they always gave him out. They had
yeah,
alcohol.
yeah,
So he, saying, "Oh my God, I'm an alcoholic," and they're going to give it. So don't drink. Okay, don't.
right. And who knows? Maybe that's why we're not seeing more alcohol in the episodes now, because they had a few people that said, I can't handle it,
Yeah. Oh
and
yeah, and some of them got nasty while they were drunk.
yeah, yeah. So I'm
You
just
know
saying, we don't know what we don't know, Linda. you
that
know
made sense.
It does, because it's
Yeah.
true. We don't know what we don't know, and who knows? They could probably had half the people that were, uh, filling out these paperwork to be in the casting call. And did they? Did he drink in the house? No, he said he didn't, and I don't
He said
remember.
he didn't. I don't know if he was
I
doing
don't know.
anything
I
else
don't
to
know,
kill
but
the
that's why I
buzz.
said I think I want to see season 16 again and watch how he was there. I think they did, or they should ban it on BB. I don't know. But they used to have those late night talks and stuff, and you'd see how lost they got in those episodes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They got pretty
Sure.
crazy, pretty
But if
crazy
he would
drunk.
have been like you said, if he would have been honest with production and said, "Listen, I just detoxed these 2 weeks," or when he applied, "Look, I'm an addict and an
Right,
alcoholic."
right.
They would have stopped and said, "Okay, well, you know what? Because you're trying to detox, you know what? We'll put you on a different seat." You know what I mean? There's
That's what I
ways.
mean. We never know. We
Yeah,
never
you
know,
don't.
you know?
Yeah, you
We
don't.
don't we don't even know. We don't know. Well, you know how they used to have different themes, they try to bring, relatives in, and they try to do this,
Yeah.
all these different things. They didn't do a good job pairing up the right people. They could have had a show where people didn't drink or barely drank, because there's those people out there too. Do they supply
Like
cigarettes?
cigarettes.
You
I
know?
think people bring their own stuff
Yeah,
as
because
far
I
as
mean,
cigarettes and stuff. I think they do.
I remember back in the day, it probably wasn't a regulation when they first started. They were in the back room there in Big Brother and smoking. I
Oh yeah,
remember.
they're always outside. People are still.
Smoke
I've seen it when. What was it?
still, because don't they have the
I think
rules
they.
about outside smoking though? You
I
know,
think they
I
can
mean, like,
smoke outside. They can't smoke in the house.
oh,
If
okay.
somebody's a smoker and they go, okay, so you smoke, yeah, but I'm trying to quit. That would
They
be
give them
my
a
thing.
patch. Yeah.
Just make sure I have my patches because I will never get through the first week.
Yeah. Yeah. She does want to do. She does want to do the
She's not
Amazing
going to be able
Race.
to handle the Amazing Race. Please,
Yeah.
she couldn't
You know
even be
what?
on Survivor.
Jared would be doing like
I mean,
that daughter did to her dad. Come on,
yeah,
Dad. Come on, Dad. Come on, Dad. He'd be going, come on, Mom. Come on, Mom.
she didn't want to compete on Big Brother.
I know. She
I
wouldn't want to
never
be
watched
running.
her seasons on Survivor, so
No,
I don't
I
think I could.
did.
I mean, I heard it was
Yeah.
one of her seasons was good, but
Yeah.
um, I may watch it. I may. You know what? When all this is said and done, and Survivor's over and Tar is over, well, I don't know. What's coming up next?
Well,
The
isn't
Traitors is coming up.
Trader Trader's coming up in January, and so I'm Bachelor is going to be in January.
I
I don't
love
know.
Joey.
Yeah,
I love Joey.
she wouldn't make it on Tar.
No,
No.
you can't
Yeah.
sit out.
Well, maybe she could make it on Golden Tar.
Golden. Oh my God. Let's have a golden survivor and a
Yeah.
golden tar now.
Well, I
Oh my
got bad
God.
knees. Maybe I can make that one.
Hey, we should do it together. You want to
Oh,
join?
yeah, I got badass knees, man.
I got a bad knee. I
Oh,
got
I
one
got
bad
bad
knee.
knees. Golden Tar sounds good.
Oh
Tar
my
feather.
God.
Tar
All right, all
feather.
you 50 and overs, get your ass on Survivor. You're
With
going to be
bad
on a
knees.
beach. Don't
Yeah.
worry. You'll have lounge chairs and we will have a porta potty for you right next to where you sleep because we know how you bitches got to go to the bathroom every 5 minutes. I
Sign
don't know,
me up.
Kathy.
Debbie says sign me up. Oh
Sign
my
me up.
gosh.
I don't know, Kathy,
Before
why. She
before we're
wants
done,
to stay relevant. She's 30,
she's
I mean,
50
it's like,
something.
like,
Yeah.
like she doesn't talk to friggin', yeah, it depends for sure. She doesn't talk to Felicia. Now, both
No.
of them were not very nice people in the house, but you know what? It's supposed to be a game. So when you get out of the house, you're like, love one another. Why isn't she talking to Felicia?
I don't know. I don't
Felicia's
know.
a thirsty one too because she's constantly doing lives like, oh, hey, I'm at the grocery. Who gives a crap if you're grocery shopping? We don't
I,
care.
I don't
But you know
know.
what? Let bygones be bygones. You're out of the house. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And
Well,
Felicia's freaking hilarious. She really
she
was.
is.
I didn't really like her, but I respected her because she's a vet
Yep.
and she made it funny. And I told her, she laughed when I said this to her because I messaged her and I said, you really need your own comedy show. And
She
she's
is
like,
pretty
thank
funny.
you. I should.
Yeah,
But
she comes up as somebody I should friend request, and I don't know if it's really her though, so I haven't
you
got
got
that.
that's the thing. That's why I questioned your video today.
Yeah, I'm
It's
like,
been
I don't
had
know if it's
happened
her.
before,
Yeah, I'm like, I don't
but
know if it's her.
yeah.
So
But
anyhow, well, any final words we got here? We got going on
no,
here?
I'm just excited for Monday. I'm pissed that they moved the time instead of ending at 10, it's going to end at 11. I mean, I may still jump on and do a live. Yeah, she was mean too. They all were mean in that
Yeah.
house. The
Well,
final
I
like 5.
I might do a live when it comes on live here or something. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, but it ends at 11.
Oh,
So
11.
I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how, because people are still asking. Somebody asked me today, well, wait a minute. They showed the house. So that means they're living in that. What about the live feeds? I'm like, oh my God,
No live
please
feeds. Different
read.
show.
It's a different show. It's not Big Brother. It's Big Brother Players.
Yeah, but we don't even know what kind of games this is. We don't know if it's like a Family Feud game. We don't know if it's a game of go seek.
I
We
think they're
don't.
doing the slip and slide, honestly. You know, where they have to get the water, the liquid to the other end and it's slippery. I think they're doing
Yeah,
Big Brother style games,
right,
according, what
right,
I heard. I don't know
right.
how
I
true
don't
it
know
is.
what their prizes are. There's only 9 of them, and how many days there is. So I mean,
It is going to be
we're
different.
ready for the reindeer games. It's gonna be
It's
so
going to be different. Yeah,
different.
it's
Yeah.
definitely going to be different, but
Will there be
it
player
should be
elimination
interesting.
episodes? Yeah. Well,
Glad they're
they're
not
only
living in the house, you
no,
know.
but it's the stage of where they're gonna play. Do Kim tell
Yes,
you, Kim?
each week.
Yeah.
Each week there'll be um
Each
how
week.
can I,
How many weeks is this?
wait, no, I'm sorry,
No,
each episode. Did I
episode.
say I said each week?
Week, yeah.
I got confused. Each episode, I think,
There's
um
only so many episodes though. It's not
there's 6. Each
there's
episode they're gonna
eliminate somebody.
eliminate somebody, but it's not like a house vote anymore. That's what
No.
the article's in the group somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might want to pin that up to the top then. We'll pin that post to the top, maybe, Linda, so people can find
Yeah,
it.
I'll have to go back and look for it. It's in there. I'll have to go back and look.
Scroll, everybody scroll.
Well, I've had to delete a couple of couple of things people put in because I've already put it in there, about the
Yeah.
new format for So You Think You Can Dance. I just ask people, please check the group before you add stuff,
Yeah.
because it's already been put in there, but I'll look and see where the article is. It kind of gives you a little bit of a play by play, like, this is how they're doing it so people understand. I don't care if people ask questions. It's just a question from some of the same people. Like, I don't remember. Did you tell me about the live feeds? I'm like, there is no live feeds.
Yeah. Well, we're all gonna know on Monday
Yeah,
what
on
it's
your
gonna be.
birthday.
Yes, on my birthday. We're gonna know what is gonna go on. So,
Yeah,
well, let me
yeah,
see.
for sure.
Maybe what? Eliminate the worst players each
Each episode,
episode.
yay.
Yeah.
Hopefully the first one gone is Taylor, then Xavier, then Josh.
Go,
I
Kim,
just,
go.
yeah, yeah, and Cameron, you know, is
Win the
victorious.
prize.
Is victorious. I
Yes.
really want that for him.
Yes, I do too. All right. I didn't
All
say
right,
that.
guys.
All right, you guys, we're out of here. Thank you guys for being here. We
Love you
appreciate
guys.
you. We love you. Thank you,
Thank
Linda.
you.
Love you
Thank
guys. We'll
you.
see you next
Bye.
week. Bye.
Adios.
Adios.